How to convince people to buy in retail. Number one, actually care. This might sound crazy, but for some reason, nobody actually does this. Actually care about your customers, okay? When somebody walks in the door, if I'm walking into your Armani store, I don't want you just seeing the money in my pocket, okay? I want you seeing me. I want your goal to be when people come into your store, your goal is not to sell them anything. Your goal is to make your customer happy. Number two, let them touch it. There's a certain fear that people have in buying stuff that may be a little bit outside their comfort zone. And you may know that, hey, this is the right thing for you. You know, you feel like after listening to me and after hearing my challenges and what I'm looking for, you make the right recommendation, say this is what you need. Say you're trying to sell me a ring, okay? You're trying to sell me this ring. You're trying to sell me this ring and say, you know what, this is the right ring for you. And I look at it, it's like, you know, I don't like how chunky it is and how my reflection comes off and the lighting, and you know, I don't think it's gonna be a good fit for me. If you really believe that after listening to me and knowing who I am and caring about me, that this is the best thing for me, you're not just trying to sell me stuff, you're actually caring about me, then get me to try it on. Get me to put it on my finger, like that. Just encourage them, just try it on. Just humor me and try it on, I think, just to see. And then when I look at it, it's like, hey, you know what? You're kind of right. I kind of like it. It makes a big difference. So whatever clothing item you're pulling out, accessory, shirt, jean, whatever it is, get them to try it on, get them to touch it, get them to feel it. This is the advice of Harry Rosen, who's a really successful Canadian retailer, made men's suits and dresses some of the most successful men in Canada, and I think he's open in the US too. But his secret was always to get people to try it on. He would look at them, understand them, and get them to try on the suit, and once they did and they felt it and he talked about it and they could see how they move around in it, then they're much more likely to buy. So get them to touch it. Number three, reduce the risk. As much as possible, you want to reduce the risk for somebody coming in to buy. If somebody's coming in and they've picked the right product, you know, you've helped them with it, but they're a little reluctant, they're still a little worried and say, you know what, maybe I'll come back. The chances of them coming back are super low. Sometimes they do, but it's a small minority of people who actually come back after they check it out. You want to try to get them while they're on the spot. And again, you're only doing this because you believe that this is the right thing for them after listening to their needs. To make more sales in retail, number one, actually care. Number two, let them touch it. And number three, reduce the risk.